So we all just found out that we're gonna have to wait till next summer for Game of Thrones Season 7, which is seriously a huge bummer. So to satisfy your Game of Thrones addiction, I'm bringing you 50 facts you didn't know about Game of Thrones. 1. Valyrian steel is based on Damascus steel. The metal was originally made in India and the Middle East, but the exact techniques used to make Damascus steel was lost in the 18th century, and no one has figured out how to replicate the metal yet. 2. Sansa Stark adopted her direwolf in real life. The dog's name is Zuni, and she said about it, "Growing up, I always wanted a dog, but my parents never wanted one. We kinda fell in love with my character's direwolf, Lady, on set." 3. Khaleesi was the 755th most popular baby name for girls in 2014. This is an increase from 1021st the previous year. 4. The horse heart Daenerys ate during her wedding ceremony was actually a 3-pound gummy. 5. Game of Thrones is the most pirated show in the world. The season 5 finale was pirated more than 14 million times, and new studies show that the number of illegal downloaders is only increasing. 6. Jack Gleeson, the guy who played Joffrey, completely retired after his role. Talking about his decision, Gleeson said, "When you make a living from something, it changes your relationship with it. It's not like I hate it, it's just not what I want to do." 7. He also acted as a child in Batman Begins.
It's you, isn't it? Everybody's been talking about you. The other kids won't believe me. I can't find my mom. Hey!
8. Richard Brake, the actor who plays the Night King, was also in Batman Begins, as the man who robs and shoots Bruce Wayne's parents. 9. George R.R. Martin once sent Gleeson a letter saying, "Congratulations on your marvelous performance. Everyone hates you." 10. The show is credited with inventing the phrase sex position. This basically means to reveal important plot points or information over the backdrop of sex. 11. Cybele Kekili, the actress who plays Shay, got her start in the porn industry. 12. There was an unaired pilot that failed horribly. At the end of the viewing session, the audience didn't even know that Jaime and Cersei were brother and sister. 13. Dothraki is a real language. David J. Peterson, the man who developed the language for HBO, released a 128-page language guide which contains the basics for anyone who wants to learn Dothraki. 14. The head of George W. Bush was on one of the spikes in the first season of the show. 15. Ian White has played 4 characters on the show. In seasons 1 and 2, he was a White Walker. Also in season 2, he played the Mountain. Season 3 saw him as an unnamed giant. In season 5, he played the wildling giant Woon. 16. Jon Snow was almost played by Ramsay. Ewan Rion, the actor who played Ramsay, was the runner-up to play Jon Snow. 17. Julian Glover, the actor who played Grand Maester Pycelle, has been in a ton of wildly successful movies, including Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusader, Troy, and finally he was the voice of Aragog in Harry Potter. 18. Michelle Fairley, the actress who played Catelyn Stark, also played Mrs. Granger in Harry Potter. 19. Stannis Baratheon, or Stephen Dillon, also has a connection to Harry Potter because his son is Tom Riddle. 20. The writers like to play tricks on the actors. Sophie Turner said that the writers make fake scripts which trick the actors into thinking they're going to be killed off. Then about 3 weeks later, they'll end up telling you it was a joke. 21. In an interview with Ian Beattie, or Sir Marion Trant, he said that Peter Dinklage and Conleth Hill, Tyrion and Varys, are the 2 funniest actors on set. 22. Alfie Allen, or Theon Greyjoy, is the little brother of pop singer Lily Allen. 23. Tamsin Merchant was originally supposed to play Daenerys Targaryen. 24. Hodor is also a progressive house DJ and went on a US tour called the Rave of Thrones. 25. Here's a picture of Olenna Tyrell back in the 60s. 26. Jaime Lannister got a start in Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down. 27. Bronn, or Jerome Flynn, was a pop singer in a British one-hit wonder boy band and had the top-selling song of 1995, Unchained Melody. 28. Talisa Mager The woman who played Robb Stark's pregnant bride is the granddaughter of Charlie Chaplin. 29. Harry Lloyd, the actor who plays Viserys, is the great-great-grandson of Charles Dickens. 30. This was the commercial that helped the Hound break out onto the scene in Britain.
Resorts and resorts. There's only one Scotch porridge oats.
31. Game of Thrones has a $6 million budget per episode. 32. Peter Dinklage, or Tyrion Lannister, was given top billing in Season 2 after winning both an Emmy and a Golden Globe. 33. Gwendoline Christie, or Brienne, does not know her birthday or her age. 34. During his childhood, George R.R. Martin wrote about a kingdom made up of turtles that would kill each other in sinister plots. 35. Before writing Game of Thrones, Martin wrote a book called Favorite Dream, which dealt with steamboats and vampires. 36. Khal Drogo, or Jason Momoa, performed the Haka dance at his audition for Game of Thrones. 37. Tywin found out he was going to die from a fan. Charles Dance said that he had no idea what was going to happen until a fan approached him and told him that he had a great death scene. 38. Aemon Targaryen is blind in real life. 39. The Wall is actually loosely based on Hadrian's Wall, which was built by the Romans. 40. George R.R. Martin writes all of his books on a 30-year-old computer. 41. One of George R.R. Martin's first published works was a fan letter in the Fantastic Four written to Stan and Jack. 42. Game of Thrones has never had more than 6 writers at a time. 43. The show was banned by the Turkish military in order to protect children from sexual exploitation, pornography, exhibitionism, abuse, harassment, and all negative behaviors. 44. There are 70 different ways to say Hodor according to Christian Narn. He says there's angry Hodor, happy Hodor, sad Hodor, frightened Hodor, curious Hodor, and on and on. 45. George R.R. Martin revealed the ending of the story to the show's producers in case he dies. 46. Game of Thrones was almost a movie series. George R.R. Martin was approached by producers looking to make the series into a movie saga, but he declined because of the massive amount of content that would have to be excluded. 47. Arya Stark, or Maisie Williams, has never acted before. 48. Peter Dinklage was the first choice for Tyrion. They didn't do any other auditions besides his. 49. The Mountain is currently the 3rd strongest man in the world. 50. Jojen Reed is 23 in real life and also voiced Ferb on the Disney Channel show Phineas and Ferb. Alright, thanks for watching the video, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I was thinking about doing this facts thing for other TV series, as I had a lot of fun making this video and it was super interesting. So let me know what you think about that and recommend some TV shows for me to do.